Previously on Edgemont.
Looking for Gil? You guys are so busted.
We like each other, right?
Sure we do.
Then what's the problem?
Since you put it like that.
Shannon, why do you find it so hard to believe Jordan likes you?
Because he was supposed to like you.
Yeah, well, once I got over feeling like an idiot, I was happy for you.
Why?
Because this could be the start of something beautiful. And I could say I helped plant the seed.
You're making it sound like a botany experiment. Besides, I don't even know if I like him that way.
Well, here's your chance to find out.
Don't.
It's called Coffee Between Friends. What's the big deal?
The big deal is, I'm not interested.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Great, how are you?
Not too bad. So you sure it's okay if I join you?
Yeah, of course.
Off to a good start.
No, don't take it personally.
The dance is in 2 days.
Then I have 48 hours to work on it.
I like to jump up high and scream. Don't know exactly why, just because I can. And I'd like to think I was cool if I met me on the street. But I don't really know exactly who I need. I'm staring into nowhere in this pale blue letter sky. Don't be afraid to jump out, you gotta learn to fly. I'm singing these familiar songs and changing all the words until it makes no sense. Let's stop the world and start again.
My dad wanted to extend his leave, but my mom talked him out of it. 6 months was long enough.
6 months in Australia can't have all been bad.
Well, don't get me wrong. I mean, weekends at Bondi Beach with thousands of beautiful girls in thong bikinis.
Any of them look at you twice?
Several of them, Woodbridge, eyed me repeatedly. And I learned how to surf.
Sweet.
Well, boogie board.
Glad to hear you made such an impression.
Oh, and how's your love life? She's up. She's dressed. She's got her books. If I didn't know better, I'd say this girl was going to a real school. Of course, real schools have dances like the one this Friday night.
That's your turf. Stuck to Laurel like a leech all evening, making everyone gag.
Cat can't go to the dance anyway.
Yeah, because she's not allowed on school property.
No, because she's got other plans. With Craig, they're going on a date.
So, I'm thinking of doing a piece for the paper. DJs who do dances. Do they still dream of fame and fortune?
And do you want the name of our DJ?
Has Jen spoken to you by any chance?
About what?
Oh, nothing. Forget about it. I'll see you in socials.
So Baldoni called last night. Apparently I'll be assistant teaching his gym classes. The ultimate challenge.
Derek, come on. The judge gave you a major break.
100 hours of community service.
You'd rather be in jail?
Derek, my man, good to see you.
Stody, you run. What's up?
Your timing couldn't be better. We're doing rugby in phys ed.
Derek used to be on the rugby team.
He was the rugby team. Won MVP 3 years running, took our team to the zone finals twice.
Yeah, well, you better keep your head up, all right, buddy?
Looking forward to it, man.
All right. See you around.
So, if my face looks like hamburger by Friday night, will you still go to the dance with me?
Are you asking me to the dance?
Well, I didn't think I'd have to.
And I hate to break it to you, but I already have a date.
Funny.
With Flash.
Who's Flash?
I said I photographed the dance for the yearbook. But I'm sure Flash wouldn't mind if you cut in.
Flash the camera. I finally found your weird side.
Ravenson couldn't prove who was behind the website, so he volunteered them to move all the computer equipment to the new lab anyway.
Annika, those snaps of you on the web?
I had no idea you were such a gymnast.
Can you believe Gil called in sick? What a slime ball, leaving us with all the work.
What is that annoying buzzing sound? It's like a mosquito. If only I could squash it.
What did you say to him? Nothing. Except that I'd try to talk you into going to the dance with him.
Jen!
Shannon, I know you. Whenever you're faced with something new, you freak out. But then once you've tried it, you...
I'll be a convert.
He's a nice guy.
You know what, Jen? You don't know me at all.
I can't believe the gut on Baldoni. It used to be a six-pack when I was here, now it's a 2-4.
And the guy can barely bend down to tie his own sneakers.
They should fire his fat butt and hire me instead.
Hey, McMahon. Nice setup you got here. Beats the big house or hiding out in protective custody.
Pick it up.
Excuse me?
You heard me.
Doesn't mean I have to listen.
I'm working here now.
You're not working here. You're doing time.
Pick it up.
What'd you do that for?
Mark, they're about to come to blows over a pop can.
That's not the point. Derek was sending Chris a message.
Yeah, he biggest, toughest caveman in clan.
Derek's a good guy, Laurel.
When he's not lifting his leg to mark his territory.
When he was here at McKinley, he was the guy we all wanted to be.
Not all of you, I hope.
Well, no, not all the wimps.
I see. The wimps being the ones who finished evolving?
So, you wish I was this sensitive new age type guy like Brendan, the chinless wonder?
He wasn't chinless.
Brendan Wimp. Mark, biggest, toughest caveman in clan.
I don't think you understand. You were always a beacon to me.
What are you talking about?
No matter how badly I did with women, I could always look at you and say, at least Woodbridge is doing worse.
This thing with Kat is not a date.
But now I stand alone on the bridge of the SS Loser.
So, there's a dance this Friday. Why not reverse fate and ask somebody?
Yeah, sure. Like who?
Hey, Kevin. Welcome back.
Thanks, Brenda. Strike me pink.
What?
It's Australian for be still, my beating heart.
So ask her to the dance.
Sure. Gee, I'd love to, Kevin, but I have relatives coming in from out of town that night. Yeah, that's right, relatives.
If Brenda's the woman of your dreams, you should do something about it.
Hey, Kevin, how are the beaches?
You know, thousands of beautiful girls in bikinis.
Yeah, right.
Hey, what's this I hear about you and my sister?
Look, I didn't mean to kiss her, all right?
You kissed her?
Actually, you know, we found it really hard to try and drive on the...
You kissed my sister?
No. I mean, sort of. Look, it wasn't even a real kiss. Okay, it was more of a peck.
That is hilarious, man. Just, don't lead her on, otherwise I might have to kill you.
Okay.
You remember me? When you left McKinley, I was just a scrawny 8th grader.
Yeah, but even then you had potential.
Is that everything? Or would you like a shovel with your bill?
Tracy. Let's go.
I was just talking to a friend.
You're with him?
Apparently.
Chris Laidlaw. 1.5 feet taller. Same little puke.
You playing rugby this afternoon?
Of course.
I'll see you on the field.
Lose all your friends on the way to lunch?
You could say that.
I was joking, actually.
So was I. Forget it.
Well, no, I want to know.
Well, apparently Shannon isn't talking to me.
What happened?
Good question. How's Derek doing?
Not sure. I don't have gym till last period.
Do you hear what just happened on the rugby field?
Derek starts upfield and sees Chris coming straight for him, and so Derek just puts his head down and goes for it.
Yeah, you could hear it right across the field, like a pumpkin hitting the pavement.
Is he okay? Unfortunately, twisted knee and some major damage to his pride.
What'd you expect? He's like a rugby professional.
He's not as tough as he thinks he is.
You didn't have to do this for me, you know.
Don't flatter yourself.
Sorry. My mistake.
Guess that's what happens when you come face to face with a real man.
What were you thinking?
I was thinking, here comes this jerk running straight at me.
What you do is step aside.
What I did was play the game.
No, what you did was beat up a student.
What was I supposed to do?
Act your age? Derek, you can't afford any more trouble.
Hey, I may be a jerk sometimes. Do I really look like an idiot?
It's rugby.
A game in which evolutionary throwbacks repeatedly smash into each other until they have very few teeth and even fewer brain cells.
I like playing rugby.
Check the knuckles, if they're dragging. You're fine just the way you are. Just don't turn into Derek McMahon.
What can you have against the guy? You don't even know him.
He's a loser, Mark. 3 years later, he's still trading in on his cool guy image from high school. And you know why? Because aside from committing a felony, he hasn't done anything since. Jennifer.
Way to go.
Well, thank you for meeting me on such short notice.
That's the good thing about homeschool. I mean, you can make your own hours. So,
About the other night, when we, you know,
kissed?
I really hope I wasn't taking advantage.
Of course not.
Because I have too much respect for you. You're a good friend.
A very good friend.
Yeah. And I want it to stay that way.
Talk about ESP or something. I mean, I was just gonna say the same thing.
Really?
Totally. I mean, Mark's my brother, and
Yeah, and he's my best friend. It's all just a little too...
weird.
Yeah. Yeah. So, we're okay?
Absolutely. It's nice to see you're dating again. But you might want to go for someone who's out of pull-ups.
Tracy, I was just counseling her.
Teachers get fired for that kind of counseling, Derek.
Oh, I'm not a teacher. Although I wouldn't be surprised if they try to hire me as one.
I think you need a degree for that.
So I'll get one. I really made a mess of things, didn't I?
You can still pull it together, Derek.
Of course, none of this would have happened if you hadn't dumped me in the first place.
Still blaming all your screw-ups on me, huh?
No, I'm just saying that being apart from you really threw me. So, if you're done your time out, I could really use your support right now.
I spent 5 years of my life supporting you. If you think for 1 minute I'd want to crawl back into that black hole, just forget it.
She was trying to set me up behind my back.
So, Jordan's a nice guy.
She never even asked me, Craig.
Well, say you've got other plans.
I can't. I'm on the dance committee. I have to go. So what do I say? I just don't want to go with you?
Maybe you could say you were going with someone else.
Hey, Shannon. Look, I'm just gonna cut to the chase here, okay? Would you like to go to the dance on Friday?
Sorry, I can't. I'm already going with Craig.
Hi. Getting the silent treatment?
As a Neanderthal, I don't have much to say.
Actually, they believe that prehistoric humans had a very complicated language, and it all got lost in the Ice Age. Look, I know Derek. I went out with a guy exactly like him for a year.
Brendan was like Derek?
Jake was like Derek. Thought he was so cool. He had his own car, his own place.
A 16-year-old had all that?
He was 20. And he had his own job too for a while until he got himself fired and started scrounging off his friends.
20?
Yes.
And you went out with this guy for a year. Why didn't you tell me about it?
Because I knew you'd react like this.
Like what?
I'm trying to tell you about a painful part of my past. And all you're probably thinking is, did she have sex with him?
Did you?
You're right. You caveman. Jen, I want to apologize.
My brother's not a loser. Yes, he made a mistake, but he wants to turn his life around, and he's not gonna blow it. My article for the paper, I thought you might like an advanced copy.
Why I'm glad I'm single.
I never should have tried to set you up. It was a bad idea.
What were you thinking?
Probably something like my own love life's in the toilet, but it doesn't mean hers has to be too.
Jen, you just wrote that you're glad you're single.
Sometimes. But I won't play matchmaker anymore.
Cross your heart?
Hope to die. I'm still not sure why you got so mad at me, though.
Ever since we were kids, you've been interested in guys. Like when you went mental for Bobby Stoner in first grade.
He had wraparound sunglasses.
I wasn't interested, Jen. Ever. Like, I mean, I can see that Jordan's cute and nice, but I'm still not interested. And I really wish that I did feel interested because it would make my life so much simpler. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. It's not easy being single. We're surrounded by couples. But these things happen at different times for different people. And who knows, maybe someday a couple of guys will come along and sweep us both off our feet.
Thailand?
Yeah, it's this little island called Koh Chang. I'm gonna open up my own bar.
Sounds amazing.
Well, maybe you could come down. I mean, for summer vacation, I could set you up, give you a job.
As the bumpy bookkeeper in the back room.
Well, I was thinking of something with a little more exposure. His boyfriend's back. I better run. You know, you should put some ice on that knee.
You got lucky. I was off balance.
Give it up, Laidlaw.
You're the man again, aren't you? Of course, outside those walls, you're a total flop.
So when are you planning on ditching this loser?
Funny how things end up. You and Maggie were the hottest couple in high school, and now she's just another bimbo slinging lattes for minimum wage.
Hey.
And you're doing petty crimes to make ends meet.
You know, you got a big mouth, Laidlaw. One of these days, somebody's gonna shut it for you.
10 years from now, you're gonna be that guy with the beer gut and the stubble, hanging out in the burger joint, still trying to pick up teenage girls.
Let's take this outside.
They'll just laugh. They'll tell their parents about you.
Come on, get up!
You are so screwed.
Derek. You set that up.
Hey, he punched me. Something to wipe this with?
Guys' washroom's down the hall.
Hi there.
Hi.
So, long time no see.
Australia.
You right?
Is it true that the water swirls down the drain clockwise there?
Uh-huh, down the toilet, too. Well, we'll see you around.
Coward.
It's hopeless. She's dazzling. She's spectacular.
And if you don't get over this, you're gonna be 45 years old, living with your mother.
You, me, the dance. What do you say?
Well, I'd like to, but I can't. We've got some relatives coming in from out of town.
I told you she'd say that.
You seen Derek?
No. What's this I heard about him punching a student?
I just came from home. All his stuff's gone.
He's on probation. He can't just leave.
Well, apparently he just did.